Good morning. Welcome to the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM, streaming live on the web at WLCNonline.com. Scott Kirby, Joe Ryan, Jake Johnston.
What's his name again?
Who?
The other guy next to you.
That's Jake.
Jake? Nice to meet you, Jake.
Good day, young man.
We are at Joe Ryan Country Financial, downtown Lincoln, and Coach Al on with us this morning. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
Morning, Coach.
Or just morning. It's not really good. Tough loss last night, regional championship over in Mount Zion against Decatur. Just give your, last time you're going to be on with us for a while, just kind of give us your closing thoughts. Obviously, I thought the kids played hard last night. Just came down to, I don't know what it came down to, some horrible officiating, I guess.
Can we talk about that?
No, I don't see why not.
You can. Leave the coach out of that.
But, he's kind of silent. We can talk about it, right, Coach?
Yeah, you guys can.
We'll wait till you're off the air.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be another segment when he's long gone. But kids played hard. You hate to see it come to an end like that. Just couldn't get over that. Seemed like a 3-point mark. Couldn't get over that hump. Just kind of give us some closing statements on overall season. And
well, last night I thought Decatur MacArthur shot the ball exceptionally well. And I thought we had some good looks, and we just didn't shoot the ball. And, that's what the difference in the ball game. We have to shoot the perimeter shot. I think Jay only had 2 threes last night, and they had 8 or 10, somewhere in that neighborhood. But, it always seems like they came up with the big shot. We'd make a little bitty run at them, and all of a sudden, boom, they'd hit the big shot to just keep that distance from us. And, once they spread the floor on us, it created a lot of problems for us with their quickness and things. So, I thought there was one big call there that could have gone either way. And if it went our way, I think we could have tied the basketball game. And if we'd ever got the lead where we didn't have to go out and chase them, you never know what would have happened. But, the outcome of the game, Decatur MacArthur's got a very good basketball team, very athletic, and when they shoot the ball the way they did or can, they're very, very dangerous. So, it's no disgrace that, we didn't lose to a bad basketball team. We just didn't hit our shots, and, we took care of the basketball. I think we had 1 turnover in the first half. I don't know what we finished. We got careless in the second when we had to start playing out of our element by running and pushing the ball a little bit. We turned the ball over just because we had to get in a different type of phase of game where we were trying to get quicker shots, and that's just not the way we play. And but overall, the kids played hard. It was, as far as the season goes, if you'd have told me we'd have won 25 games at the onset of the season, I would have taken that right there and been gone. But the kids had a great year. They played, won 3 tournaments. I think we ran out of gas towards the end of the year with our, Gavin. We asked to do a lot of things. We asked him to handle the ball, run our offense, score, rebound, and I think it was one of the things going in. Back in November, we said, how are we going to be the 1st of February? Well, I think you saw how we were at once we got to February. We had real heavy legs, not quick legs, and that happened. So, all other teams, seem to do that, but our kids. Again, they had an outstanding year, and I'm really proud of them. And not only as basketball players, but individuals. And I think they represented Lincoln, Illinois, Lincoln High School, their parents, the coaching staff, with a lot of pride.
Well, I know you scout, so obviously I know you know what they do. But that McLean kid was hot last night. Is he always like that?
Oh, he's a streak shooter. He had 9 threes against Jacksonville.
Really?
In the tournament that we had earlier in the year. Yeah, he's a great shooter. And, they were playing without one of their kids who was ineligible. But, they, yes, he's a very good shooter. And, he sets down in that corner and,
They seem smooth. Like he could do it all day. It was like, wow.
Yeah, he was on last night, and I think he had 4 or 5 at the halftime, and they kept that distance from us and everything. So, but again, I'm pretty proud of our kids.
I'll go again. Well, I thought, we missed a lot of easy shots, I thought, and I thought a lot of that was due to maybe the intimidation factor of they blocked a few. They got in a few faces at times, and the next thing you knew, our shots were off. And we had some easy baskets. I thought we make those all the time. We didn't make them last night.
Yeah, they were rolling around. They had some really solid blocks early, or there in the second period. I believe we were taking it to the basket, and then we got a lot of fouls, and then they quit blowing the whistle the second half, and. They had a lot of fouls the first half, and it was almost like they were trying to even it up. And
exactly,
yes, but you had to look. I had to think the same thing.
But we don't create a lot, but we did go to the basket last night. We were getting to the basket, and when they take away your perimeter game, you have to have that secondary game. And Gavin was getting there, and Aaron Hopp was getting there, Peyton was getting there and dishing, and we just when you get in there and you kick out and you can't hit your threes, then everything starts sort of shrinking in, and they take away the other option.
Perry had a couple big threes there late. I know he had one in front of the crowd over there. Gave him a little Perryism, where he turned and gave him a look.
No, Perry.
Doing what I've done for 39 years, and I told the kids last night, I'm getting old, but I heard on the radio or something, this old man, he says, one of my beliefs is never get old. You always be young, play young, and believe you're young, and these guys keep you young. They keep you alive, and that's what I really enjoy about my job, being around the young kids and how they are, because you run into a lot of different personalities.
Well, Coach, now that the season's over, we talked a little bit about this off air. You just kind of wander around the house and don't know what to do.
Oh, we'll find something to do. We got girls track starting.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll get started on that. Hopefully the weather will warm up, and it can go from, snow. You like it to be cold while basketball's going on, so the kids don't get their minds outside and things, and basketball's over, so it can get to 100 degrees now.
Yeah. Well, Denise probably got a few projects for you around the house.
She does.
I saw her jotting them down last night.
Yeah. I have to get my son-in-law over there to do them.
He's no help.
Yeah, you're right.
Not much of an off-season after this for you either. You'll go right into that better. You'll go right into summer camps and all that stuff too, right after track goes on. So.
Yeah, we'll go through track here. And then we'll get to, some open gyms and things, and try to keep the kids in shape. And, it's all about repetition and things. And the kids, it'll be interesting next year. We got a lot of kids that will be very inexperienced, but that's what makes it exciting, is that hopefully we can get these kids to mold together to be another unit that Lincoln would be proud of.
Well, let's talk about sectional a minute. I mean, Muhammad Seymour actually upset Centennial last night?
Well, we saw him Wednesday night by playing the 2 games on Tuesday night in our regional. We were allowed, it opened up Wednesday night, so we went and watched them, and then we had Coach Louie and Coach J. Mack over there last night, and it wasn't an upset. Muhammad Seymour, they were good Tuesday night or Wednesday night, and they were Louie and those guys were really impressed, and J. Mack said they're very capable of winning the sectional. They've got the 6'10" kid in the middle that's playing really well. They've got a 6'5" shooter on the perimeter. They're also a rebounder. They got the great guard and Dietrich. They've got a role player that'll set and shoot and hurt you. And they're a very solid basketball team. And Chad Benedict, I think, who's originally from Mason City, who is outstanding coach. He'll have those kids prepared, and he had the same mentor that I had at Monmouth. He went to Monmouth College, and we both played for Coach Terry Glasgow, and he's kind of on the same mind that I have and everything. So he'll have them very prepared, and you got MacArthur and them playing. I believe they play Wednesday night, and you got Glenwood and Lanphier playing Tuesday night. So it'll be a pretty good sectional.
That'll be interesting. I may have to go over that. I got those Central State 8 teams in there.
Yeah.
See how they do.
Yeah,
well, you gotta.
What's your pick, Coach? Who's the best team sitting over there?
I like Chatham. I think they're playing really well. Cole Harper's had an excellent year. But after I saw Muhammad,
the big boy helps.
The big
6'10".
It changes everything, and it'll change the way and they play good man-to-man, and they're not going to be setting out there, but they are athletic enough that they can get up and down the floor as well. So, but I tell you, that'll be a good game Wednesday night. I wouldn't mind seeing that one.
Absolutely.
Well, Coach, we'll let you. You got something else?
Nope.
Oh.
Sometimes we get a text in. Somebody has a question. Makes sense or
Do we have
doesn't
a
make
question?
sense. Well, no, I hadn't looked at it yet.
Oh.
Well, you know what? We might have one. This is.
We gotta screen it first.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of our listeners calling in, sending something in. Troy Poole. You know the Poole man?
Mm-hmm.
He'd like to know, ask Coach Al how he thinks the Cardinals starting rotation stacks up this year.
Troy Poole, you need to change the dial.
Oh boy, I like that. That's another thing.
Well, I can tell you it's not going to be as good as the Cubs. So
I know one thing is, when this when this retirement rolls around, I'm going to be in Jupiter.
Not on Jupiter, in Jupiter.
Yeah, on Jupiter. I might be there.
I think it's flights for $89 right now. All straight through, I guess.
To Jupiter?
Yeah, to Jupiter, or it's to Fort Lauderdale.
Oh.
So
I may go today.
Yeah, $89 each way sound pretty good. So,
yeah. All right. Well, Coach, thanks for stopping in all season long. Like you said, nothing to be ashamed of. Kids had a great season. You just hate to see, you hate to see the kids leave, but obviously they got to leave sometime. The next group will step up, and we'll be back here. We'll see you November.
Well, that's what's hard. You spend so much time with the kids over the course of 4 years, and you talk to them and you tell them that, hey, and that's the first thing we talk about in the meeting is, it seems like a long season, but it's really a short season and a short 4 years. And kids don't understand that their childhood or their adolescence there at, the high school years is just a very small part of their life, and it'll be over before you know it. And you got to try to make them understand that they need to really take advantage of what they have and enjoy it, and work hard in the books, work hard, and we always tell our kids that athletics is here, extracurricular activities are here for you to enjoy the physical nature of things. But my line is to them is their mind is going to take them a lot farther than their physical skills. So the reason that they're there is to get their education, and because bottom line, that's what's going to help them out to be the person that they're going to be and the success that they're going to have, and even do what they want to do. If you want to be in the books, you're going to have the opportunities that you want to have, and if you're not, then you're going to limit yourself on the things that you can do. And we want our guys to know that, and that's another thing that I'm pretty proud of is, I don't deal with the eligibility much at all. Our kids are in the books, and they're doing the things that for them to be successful. So this group here is no different. The 4 seniors that we had, again, it's really a sad day when it's over, because you've spent your last time with them other than in the classroom. So we got about 9 weeks. I mean, we got one more week in the 9 weeks, and we're heading into the fourth quarter already. And before you know it,
smiling. Summer breaks coming.
Summer will be here, and I mean,
that's a good job.
Summer will be here and gone, and we'll be right back into the football season, and ready to go again. So, again, I'm really proud and honored to have the opportunity to work with the kids here at Lincoln, and especially right now, I'll pick on our seniors that they will be missed. Peyton and Jordan and Will and Gavin, we wish them the best of luck.
Absolutely. And, something, that you guys don't get really credited for, or even the kids, is you talk about education and hitting the books. Lincoln's never had a problem with ineligible players, just good quality kids and, able to keep their grades up and, keep them eligible to play basketball. And
well, we don't keep them eligible. The kids keep themselves eligible. And, the kids know one thing I won't do is I stay away from the teachers. They got to deal with the teachers on their own. And, what you get is what you get. And you earn what you get. And I'm not going to interfere with that. And if it happens, it happens. So
I can have a little chocolate if I want.
You don't need any.
A little. All you've been doing is eating chocolate all morning.
Sweatshirt makes me look bigger.
All right.
It's all right.
Well, Coach, once again, thanks for coming in all season long, and we will definitely look forward to November.
It'll be here.
It will be here.
Football season will be here. Let's get through girls track and let.
Well, I guess you can come in on girls track.
No, we'll bring the girls in.
Yeah.
We never did get the boys in, and I don't know, maybe maybe next week or something.
We're a little booked for next week.
Well, we'll call them Friday because people cancel on us all the time.
But we will get them in. Let's get the seniors in here one of these days.
They're great kids.
Yes,
congratulations, guys.
Yep. Good job, Railer basketball team, and nothing to be ashamed of. Great season. We need to take a commercial break. We come back. We'll talk baseball, I guess. Some football. We got some other interesting basketball news that we can discuss. So stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats on 96.3.
Dos, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Bully, bully.
Wooly bully.
Bully, bully.
Oh, so you switched it up and gave me the headset without the right ear working.
Oh, now your right ear don't work?
I'll tell you what.
No, I grabbed the one you put right here.
I'll tell you what.
Welcome back to the Cheap Seats, and we are taking donations so we can upgrade our sound system to wireless and send all checks and cash to
me,
to Joe Ryan.
Yeah,
I'll make sure it gets there.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM.
It's going to be tough. If we're not wireless, it's going to be tough to broadcast from the draft.
Yeah, we're going to have to be wireless by the draft, that's for sure. Hey, thanks. You did something there, Jim. Sounds better.
We are trying to set up a draft party up in Chicago for the NFL draft. Hopefully that works out for us.
It needs to work out.
Yeah.
It needs to.
We need your donations.
Yeah.
And we need Jim to help sign off on this. He needs to talk to the higher-ups.
He is the higher up, isn't he? Isn't he the top
I think
dog?
we're at the top right now.
I don't know.
They don't get much higher than this.
We need to take Jim out for breakfast.
Think that'll do it?
I might.
Well, hey, before we get away from basketball, I got to mention my favorite stepson here.
Yes.
Garrett Isles makes a three-point show.
Yeah. So you're going to Champaign Friday.
Oh, absolutely. Watch the three-point show.
And then stick around. You might
I don't know.
see
The game
one heck of a
sounds
game.
interesting. Might go.
It might be Muhammad Chatham.
Yes. I was going to ask you, do you know how the three-point thing works? I don't.
It's the same way.
But they only shoot on Friday?
They'll shoot on. They changed the format. It used to be you shot every night of your game, but now they just have all the teams together, and they'll shoot Friday night. And then I think if you advance Friday night, you make it to state. You don't shoot. You don't shoot at super sectionals.
Really, that's cool.
Yes, that's how it worked last year for Bryson. And then you go up, you go up the Thursday night before the state game Friday, and then they have your semifinal or quarterfinals, whatever it is, that night. It's a pretty big deal. They
interesting.
They put on a pretty good.
Put on by who? A great insurance company. What is oh, that's right. Country Financial.
I don't know.
Yeah. Boy, that's nice. That's nice, huh, Jake?
How
I slipped that in there.
Yeah, it is. Do you get behind the scenes stuff?
Behind the scenes
for being
stuff
with Country Financial.
It's funny how Country Financial's almost everywhere.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Funny, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yes.
Let's stick with basketball, guys. How about the old Syracuse coach, Boeheim? He's in some hot water right now.
Yeah, he is in some hot water. And isn't he the only D1 coach that's still playing a 1-2-2 zone?
Probably, but boy,
I thought it was a 2-3.
I thought it was a 3-1-1.
You guys don't know anything about basketball.
It's true.
Whatever it is, he plays a zone, right?
Well, it doesn't matter what he plays, but they've violated several NCAA regulations as far as there's just a whole list of stuff.
I was going to say
not obeying the drug testing. What else did I
think they're getting some gifts out,
getting kids through on grades and a whole bunch.
I knew that the NCAA had been looking for the coach in Division I basketball that was doing that, and I think they found him. Then finally, they found the one that was doing it.
The only one. I'm glad there was only one.
They have found the one that was doing it. So
it happens to be one of the winningest basketball coaches in NCAA history.
So that there's other head coaches right now sweating bullets.
Oh no, no.
Maybe
I don't think
Kentucky.
So.
Hello.
I think you can probably name every one of them.
But
that wins.
But Syracuse,
the big ones, yeah.
Boeheim, he's going to be suspended for 9 ACC games. They took 12 scholarships away.
Oh,
that hurts.
And they have to vacate 108 wins.
108 wins.
And I don't know what that does, really.
Wins.
Well, it knocks him down his totem pole.
Well,
his percentage goes.
Wasn't he second or third on the list now?
Yeah, behind Coach K and.
Well, I mean, I understand the concept.
You mean
of it,
active coaches? Yeah.
Does someone have to pilfer through all that stuff and figure out if,
I'm sure.
hey, maybe they didn't win the conference that year, and now the conference goes to this guy?
I don't think that they will award it to the next guy. They just strip them of all awards, wins, hardware, you name it.
Come in and take that.
108 wins. If you figure you win 20, 25 games a year, that's 4 or 5 seasons worth of wins out the window.
Crazy, man. and imagine if he was getting 25 less wins over that even over a course of 6 years, he may not have had a job.
Right.
I'd say he wouldn't have a job.
Well,
they would have fired him. They would have hung on to him.
True.
Do you get rid of him now? Clean house? Starts over? I mean...
Yeah, then that way you can act like no one knew it was going on.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Brush it under the rug because you don't have 12 scholarships.
You lost 12 scholarships.
Nobody's just going to go there and play.
Your teams are going to be horrible.
Yeah.
This is where those coaches make decisions about themselves. Won't he look to go somewhere else, and he'll leave all this, and the mess doesn't follow him. It stays at the university.
Jerry Tartanian.
That's what they do.
Pete Carroll.
But you know what? If they go to fire him, obviously there's a bunch of people in charge that know this is all going on. They really can't fire him because they know he's going to just backlash at them. So, I would say that probably he looks to go somewhere else and leaves the mess. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, for Boeheim being one of the winningest coaches, I'd say I wouldn't leave and go somewhere else. Heck, just call it.
Yeah, call it a career.
Call it a career.
Retire. Boy, how'd you like that on your legacy, though?
Yeah, I was going to say that'd be your last mark, though.
I think the only way he cares if it affected his retirement pay, which it won't.
I don't see that happening.
He'll be all right.
I'm pretty sure
he'll be just
all
fine.
right.
He'll have a few martinis on the beach, and they'll be laughing about it.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. The only place that suffers is university.
Residence. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
12 scholarships hurts, boy. They won't be good for a while.
So how many you get? 15?
Well, I wouldn't hate to say it like I knew exactly.
No,
but 12's a lot.
I was thinking it was isn't it like 3 or 4 a year?
So this 12 scholarships is probably over a number of years.
Yes.
Yeah, it'd have to be.
I would say it's like 3 a year or something.
That may
I don't know
that may not hurt them
anymore.
as bad.
Well, plus you're going to have the kids that are there this year
You can still pay them.
that have won out.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to get any better, so they're going to leave.
Right. Well, hey guys, we got some gifts to give away. So
We have this pen.
We have this country, Joe Ryan Country Financial.
That's a
pen.
nice pen.
And
It's a nice pen.
That's
and
not a
it
giveaway.
even has a little Christmas tree hook
That is
on it.
that is not a giveaway.
Oh, that is not a giveaway. But what we do have to give away
The first card to call in with a color.
a Bex gift card. We're not going to tell you how much it's worth until you win it. And then a free entry to Cosmic Bowling at Logan Lanes
Oh, that's good. Time.
with.
But wait, there's more.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Oh, we've
That's
already had
good.
that question.
Yes.
Okay.
But you could throw it out there. There's some people that don't know it.
Well, we don't want to use the same question twice.
You're wearing the same clothes from yesterday, and now you're saying we don't wear the same question
Hey, I
twice.
didn't get dirty.
He's got standards.
Yeah.
Trying to cut back.
I know you're in the same clothes you wore yesterday. That's for sure, Jake. And that's no joke.
That is not a fact.
Do we have a trivia question, Jake? You're our trivia guy. You think you know it all.
I got one.
That's
For the
amazing.
$5 Bex card, call in and tell us where does Jimmy Boeheim coach?
There
Let's
you go.
see if you've been paying attention.
And what's their mascot? What is it?
Yeah. Where does he coach and what's their nickname?
737-3791.
The mascot's going to be kind of hard to get.
Not really. No, it's not. It's on the front of their jerseys.
Yeah.
And this just in from legendary Joel Vinson. They play a 2-3 zone. 2-3 zone. There you go.
Huh.
Yeah, you don't see that
I'll
a
let
whole
you
lot
know.
anymore.
No. Huh. Okay. You know what? As much free time as you have away from the station and laying around up there in that furniture, you should know things like this. You're like a teacher, only different. You have more time to do it.
Just lay
lay
around
in
on the furniture.
Oh, I've had several people there and said, well, we wanted to buy
He
that
took a nap.
couch,
He was taking a nap.
but it's all sunken in where Jake sleeps on it.
It had
He
popcorn
said,
and
"Come back
soda
later."
marks all over it.
Cheetos all over the place.
We've got a caller.
We do have a caller. Go ahead, caller.
Still there?
Yeah, we're here.
Syracuse with an orange.
Orange what?
Well, you said what was the
Little
mascot?
orange mascot.
Oh, okay. Well, I meant
He's
the
right.
Orange man. But yeah, you got it. Who are we talking with?
It's Tom.
Tom. All right, Tom. You just won a $5 gift card to Bex.
Tom Wodetsky, you have a light on?
He'll leave a light on for you.
Yeah.
And a free entry to Cosmic Bowling, and you can pick that up at Jake's Furnishings anytime after 10 o'clock
After 10
today.
o'clock, yeah.
I would say
Anytime he's open.
You can come up to open. You can't come to Country Financial because we don't know their hours. So
Yeah, I know that.
Oh,
yeah. Well,
boy.
thanks for calling in, Tom, and pick those up there at Jake's.
All right.
Thanks for listening, Tom.
All right. See ya.
It's like cheating on a test when you've already said the answers. Not that I ever did that.
Cheat
Just say it.
or know an answer.
Either one.
But so the Orange Men are in some hot water, and so that's not good for them. Some other basketball going on right now. The Missouri Valley Tournament's going on down in St. Louis. The Illinois Redbirds ruined my weekend, beating Evansville yesterday. I was planning on going down today to watch Evansville take on Wichita State, but that's not going to happen, so I'm just going to stay home and
Still good basketball.
Oh, yeah. It's a great tournament. We used to go every year when Greg was playing for ISU, and it's a fun atmosphere. It's a really good time down there. If you've never been, I recommend it.
Yeah, and local basketball, Lincoln College won. So
Lincoln
they'll
College.
play, I think they play John Wood today. Not sure exactly when, but I knew they play today. And
2.
then like the championships tomorrow.
They play John Wood at 2 p.m.
And we got some local boys on there. And
Absolutely.
Bolby's been filling it up.
Bowlby,
Yeah,
lighten it up.
he can fill it up.
Fill what up?
Fill that rim up full of basketballs. And guess what?
Is that a new?
Those count as points.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
And
Guess what? At the end of a game,
if you
whoever
have
has the most points,
is the winner.
you will win the game.
Man.
Really?
Talked to me years ago by a former head coach here at Lincoln.
And it just
Yes, sir.
carried on with
It's
you.
carried over. I've never forgotten.
Man, you're so smart.
Thank you.
How's he do it, Jake?
Thank
He
you.
brings it to the table
He
with
does.
the show.
You know what I mean?
He brings
Like a knife and a fork at a buffet. We're
He-
going to fill that plate
He
up.
fills this show up with knowledge.
You darn tootin'. Where we,
Darn tootin'.
And we're back.
Yeah. Well, hey, let's take another commercial break. We come back. NFL talk, MLB talk, hockey talk.
Hockey
talk. Honky talk.
What are you
Hockey
saying?
talk.
Cupine?
Upine. If you want to call in, if you have anything you'd like to share with us, we're trying to get some junior high teams in here, but they keep canceling on us. Comnic.
We won't mention any names.
Comnic.
canceled.
Comnic.
Yeah, they were supposed to have Chester East in here today.
Comnic used to be on the show.
He used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to,
He used to be well known, and
Yeah.
now he
back in the day.
just disappears on us.
It happens.
Yeah.
He's getting older.
Old and have too many kids.
Lots of kids.
Lots of kids.
Lots of them comics running around.
Yeah.
these
Wow.
days. But we're going to try to get that team on one of these days. Carroll Catholics coming in maybe next week, Joe?
It's supposed to be next week.
Do it.
We're trying to get Hartsburg Emden over here.
Yeah.
Try and get all these cats in
And
here.
we're going to get the
Time we get them here, they'll be playing baseball.
And we are going to get the senior basketball players in here. JP, I did ask Coach Al who his favorite answer is, or his favorite player is. I'm not going to announce the
winner.
He did have a couple kids on the teams too, didn't he?
Yeah, it was tough for him to answer it.
Yeah. So, no,
I knew he said
he
his-
likes them all,
He did tell us who his favorite son-in-law is, and
it wasn't me,
as I say, and
The
your
weird
name
thing
wasn't
was-
mentioned.
and I'm the only one. So, what's that tell you?
More on that later.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. All right, we need to take a commercial break. We'll come back. We'll have some more sports talk for you. So don't leave. You're in the Cheap Seats on 96.3. Yeah, we are definitely having the time.
Push it up. Push it up.
You know this is filming.
We don't care.
Well,
You know what I mean?
obviously.
Who cares? Just have a good time.
He was pushing it up. He was raising the
looked
roof.
Just have a little
Should've been looking
fun. You know
behind
what
you.
I mean? Life's too short. Have a little fun. Laugh at yourself a little bit.
Well-
For all you listeners out there, take a look in the mirror today and laugh at yourself because
Don't take
you're not
yourself
that
seriously
cool.
like this guy in the middle.
I take things
Yeah,
so
you take it real serious.
My
Have you ever
goodness.
taken a look in the mirror?
Try not
You
to.
would
I'm
laugh.
going to tell you right now, you're giving some other people some chuckles.
I know.
You may as well have one
That's
yourself.
what I do. But please don't ever dance up on me like that again. I was very uncomfortable.
Reminded you of college, didn't it?
I know what you're trying to do there. Raise the roof or push it on up. But
Well, Jim brought us back with that fancy song of his. Where'd that come from, Jim? He doesn't know. He might don't know.
all
That's
you
on his playlist.
Did you plug that into your iPod?
Jim's playlist.
That's one of his top plays.
That's on his pod.
He does his Pilates today.
Hot yoga.
Okay.
Hey,
we're going to give away another prize, a free bowl at Logan Lanes.
Yes.
And there's a fighter out there, a female fighter out there.
Boy, is she a fighter.
First name Rhonda. And we need you to call in and tell us her last name. We're not going to say it on the air. First name Rhonda. But anyway, while we talk about her, that Joe Rogan. You guys know Joe Rogan?
know
What
Joe.
was a show he used to host? Like where he'd make
Factor.
people
Fear
eat.
Factor.
Yeah, he'd eat a refrigerator or whatever.
Bugs. It's usually eating.
I saw that guy made a statement
Pork
this
loin.
year that said
Loin.
that said
Somebody had to eat a porcupine, too.
he said that he thinks that Rhonda, last name we're not saying, could beat half of the 50% of the MMA male fighters today.
Bantamweight.
Or whatever.
Yeah, the
weight.
She's not going to go in and beat a heavyweight.
No.
But
Well, I mean, and I don't even watch this stuff really. I'll come in and out of it, whatever. I guess it's entertaining. But do you really think that's true?
No.
And some of you fight fans, let's call first name Rhonda.
half.
Yeah, I do.
Half.
She could beat up half of the guys.
I'd say maybe quarter.
She's extremely
tough.
flexible.
Oh, absolutely.
And she is, I mean, unbelievably fast.
What if we got her in here with you?
Faster than a lot of the guys. And how
But they're doing the
Good
same
she-
type of training, I guess. What I'm saying.
good she is about putting an arm bar on anybody. I don't
But-
care what you do. You get put in an arm bar, doesn't matter how strong you are, that arm will dislocate.
Yeah, but you have to be strong enough to get in that. I don't know anything about UFC, and I'm not going to pretend, but my perspective, you have to be strong enough to get that arm bar. Maybe we got some professional around here that knows about this. She can
Slidham could call
she
in
could
and
beat
give us some
she could beat
knowledge
some
on that.
guys,
Yes.
no doubt in my mind, but not half.
I thought that was a large number.
Maybe not half.
50%.
I mean,
that is a large number.
You're
but
talking half in the UFC because the UFC is the top-notch program.
Yeah.
Now,
I would
as
think
far-
those guys would line up to fight.
As far as maybe half of just MMA
No.
fighters, period, maybe.
there wouldn't be. You guys wouldn't be lined up to fight her.
No, I
way.
wouldn't fight her.
If you fought her and you lost,
Yeah.
If she made you bleed your own blood,
it'd be bad. I'm telling you, there ain't no guy gonna fight her.
that would not be
Bleed
good.
your own blood. That was funny. That's funny.
What was
coming
that
from
off
you.
of?
I don't know.
Dodgeball? Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Yeah, dodgeball. You're right.
You can dodge a wrench.
Okay, we haven't got a caller in on that.
737-3791. What
Looking
is
for her last
name? And she just had a fight last week. It took 14 seconds. And that was
How
like
to finish? Armbar.
Yeah.
First
And it was
name Rhonda, last name.
Armbar.
It is not Rhonda Hyde from the high school.
no.
That's a hint
Oh.
that we're giving out there. It is not Rhonda Hyde from the high school. But for all you students out there, she is well trained in this MMA stuff. So watch what you're doing.
She will armbar you.
I think Joe has had her in some training at home. So yeah, she can take you down. As we move along,
Moving
No.
on, and
Okay,
we're back.
For all you Bears fans out there,
Oh,
Brandon Marshall is gone. They traded him to the Jets for a 5th-round pick. Personally, I like it. Does it make them a better team athletically? No. But
saves a lot of room on the cap.
saves the room on the cap, and it eliminates that locker room drama.
I believe that's a $7 million boost.
wow.
7 or I thought it was 4.
I was thinking
It might be 7,
I'm
but
thinking it's a $7 million boost.
I think it only freed up like $4.5 million
Okay.
with like.
So that's going to put them right at $30 million to
$30
spend,
million to
which is a
spend.
big number. I mean, if you're,
you can go out and you can sign because they're going to
need a
move. They're moving
cornerback.
to the 3-4. They're moving to a 3-4 defense.
They
and
need
you need
to.
some outside linebacker.
well, you got McClellan.
They.
Just dump Lance Briggs.
3-4. He is a 3-4 linebacker.
I'll tell you what, it frees money up to maybe extend Cutler's contract.
Yeah.
Joe. The rumor has it they're trading him to Arizona for Carson Palmer.
America's team. Speaking of America's team,
They're trading for
Carson
that.
Palmer's healthy. He's coming back,
Well,
my
yeah,
friends.
he's healthy because he hasn't played for 4 months.
They're trading him for to Arizona for that statue of Tillman.
We don't want that guy near. We don't want Cutler. They won't even let him come to Arizona. He's at the borderline.
Well,
They catch him at the airport.
Briggs, I guess Briggs is officially gone.
Now, you know what? Hats off to Briggs. That guy was a heck of a player.
He was a heck
for
of
the
a
Bears.
player.
You know what I mean? It's hard to believe. I mean, he's aged, but it's hard to believe just a simple change of the defensive scheme means you don't have a spot. You know, like that guy couldn't adjust to something.
Yeah, I don't think it's just that though. I think
it's
it's all. I
age.
think it is
Age,
mostly age. right? You know?
Just being a NFL linebacker for so many years, you can only do so much.
Yeah,
But
you know what? Hats off.
It's
to-
hard for
it's a heck of
Bears
a career.
fans. It's hard for Bears fans now. You look out on that team, and you know
Who do you identify with?
who, what jersey do you go out and
Yeah.
buy? You know,
Urlacher's gone. You got
got-
Tillman, but he's
probably gone.
there's a good chance he's gone.
You got Forte
and
Jeffrey.
with
I guess Jeffrey can start. You can
Alpha-
start putting
Alpha?
his name.
yeah, he's
You
there.
can start putting his name. Is he a number 1 receiver?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
probably
A
is.
lower tier, definitely a top second tier, second receiver. But
If I'm
it's
the
just-
Bears and
they-
they need to make money, they need to just come out with a new Gale Sayers jersey, updated, modern day, and try to sell it. Sayers or Piccolo
Peyton,
Well,
or Peyton.
Butkus.
and the thing
Butkus.
about Forte is, I mean, how much they're not going to keep paying him.
No,
I mean, he's
running
about-
backs.
Running backs are
This day and age, running backs they're interchangeable.
Yeah.
You don't see those first round running backs going.
no, you don't.
You're waiting until 3rd, 4th, 5th round to get that running back just because they're,
yeah.
2, 3 years, 4 years. There's no Adrian Petersons out there.
No.
That's just a
Well,
freak.
is Adrian Peterson even going to be on the Vikings next year?
Probably not. He's going to be somewhere.
He'll be
Boy,
somewhere.
they talked about him coming out to the Big Red.
Oh, would you get off the Big Red?
Him and Cutler.
It's just going to be like an
Him and
all-star
Cutler both.
team out at the Big Red. They're going to get Sue.
Manning.
They're going to get Sue. They're going to get Peterson.
We don't want Sue. We won't put him on our team.
Peyton Manning's going to get traded.
They need another wide receiver.
No, Manning's staying. We've lost that bid.
They're going to get Andre Johnson
and Andre the Giant.
Get your NFL gear now, your Big Red gear now, before it's marked up so high you can't. Because I know you're all wanting on that wagon.
I'm about to take your pink hat there.
That's a nice ride right there.
That's a pink hat.
Speaking of Manning, he took a $4 million a year pay cut.
Wow.
They said they don't know what he's going to do in retirement. He'll be financially
he'll
burdened.
Be broke.
But he is going to stick around playing. I like that about a guy.
Yeah.
I like a guy. Fitz did the same thing out there on America's team. He'll take a pay cut, stick around, play on the team.
Just because he wants to be on a team.
Yeah. America's team.
It's either take a pay cut or hit the road.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. You're gonna say bad things about Fitz?
No, I love Fitz.
Okay.
He's a good
Just
person.
checking.
It's kind of
You're just trying to get under my skin.
I'm just it's
that
cold.
loss last night. It's deep in your soul today.
I feel like I walked up to the deli, man. It's cold cuts.
You can see Coach was upset today, but this is on the surface with you.
Because if anybody from the IHSA is listening today, give us a call.
Being so hard on them.
Give us a call.
You're hard on
IHSA,
everybody.
give us a
on
call.
those guys.
You're hard on everybody today.
Yeah, what's up with that? I thought you could dance around here and go give me some cold cuts. Get some cold cuts.
Hey, I'm
You're
lost.
cold.
I don't know what I'm going to do with myself now. It's just one of those.
Have Joe dancing up on you.
Well, that ain't. Yeah.
It's hard on you,
Jimmy, you go
pushing it up. Pushing it up.
Jim, are you going to play any more of that music? Because that really was.
Here we go.
That's good stuff right there.
He's wanting that. That's.
No. He's quick over there.
Well,
with that, isn't he?
I think he's trying to tell us something.
Yeah, get off the air.
Hit the road, Jack. And
We didn't even get a caller on Rhonda's last name. And you know what? We're not telling you.
737-3791. Rhonda.
We're not even telling you. And it's
MMA
not Rhonda
fighter.
Hyde.
UFC.
Actress as
Rhonda.
well.
You guys want to talk about any golf? Got anything else you want to talk about? Come on, throw something out there.
MLB.
Jake, you're new to the show. Throw something out there.
You haven't contributed for a couple months.
You've thrown out there this talk of your Cub having the best pitching staff in the Central. What's your prediction for who's your teams that are going to win the division and wild
The
card
Cubs
this year?
may not lose a game.
I've heard this.
Holy cow.
I've heard they're going to lose
There's
most
a
of them in Mesa and Arizona.
possibility that they don't lose a game.
I heard they're going to lose most of them in Arizona because they don't want teams to feel like they didn't have any chances here.
Exactly.
And then once they get to the actual
Games.
season, shut it down.
They won't lose at home, that's for sure.
Yeah, they won't lose at home.
Definitely not till like May.
Right.
I bet they don't lose at home in October.
Well, I know they won't.
We know that.
He knows they won't.
Because we won't lose a game all year. Oh, boy.
Yeah, no home games for the Cubbies, right?
What do you
Is
mean?
that looking bad? Is it not looking good?
What do you mean no home games?
How's old Wrigley going to
They
take
just
shape?
won't. They just won't have any bleacher seats.
You're going to have like 5,000 fans at the game. Well, I guess it's Wrigley Field. Why not?
I think the best thing going.
They didn't really plan that out too well.
How's the parking this year? They're going to upgrade the parking.
They probably should have started building it last. Let's see.
They should just bulldoze the whole
August?
blanking thing and start it over.
Oh no, you know that's not true.
You know the best thing that's going to happen at Wrigley Field this year is July 18th, I think. AC/DC coming to town. Joel Vincent, we've got an answer. Joel Vincent, we're going to give him the W, Joel, and you're going bowling
He's going
out at
bowling.
Logan Lanes. He's texted in, and Ronda Rousey, last name Rousey, he says
I
could
don't
beat
see the
75.
I don't see the last name on there anywhere.
We gave it to him anyway because he's a frequent caller.
Yeah, he knows.
Ronda could beat. He says Ronda could beat 75% of the male MMA fighters in a judo match, and around 60% of the men in grappling matches. But she would have a hard time if
Yes.
punches and kicks
Yes.
were allowed.
And that's where I was getting at. Fighting just a regular MMA guy. Yeah, if it's geared towards just grappling, no punching, or judo, probably. But once the kicking and the punching comes in effect, it's a little tougher on.
Yeah, I would think so.
So
too.
good call, Joel. You make us look and sound good.
Nice job, Joel. He's told us about the 2-3
And he's going
zone.
bowling too.
Yeah, and he's going bowling, Joe. Joel, pick
Now-
that up out there at Jake's Home Furnishings.
Maybe tell us a little bit about Pete Weber
And I tell you what, if you can get out there
And
sometime,
Bruce Weber.
and Bruce Weber.
if you can get out there sometime when Jake's not at the place, you can actually sit on a couch. If he's there sleeping, it's best just to
Well,
let him finish.
you know what they say about Jake's. It's like taking furniture home. He's already got it broken in for you.
What in the world?
No need to break your furniture in. It's broken in. That's your new motto.
Use furniture at new price.
Use furniture at new prices. Don't worry about that new feel. It's already broken in.
Hey, we're kidding.
Stains.
Jake
and all.
has a lot of good stuff out there. We just like to poke a little fun at him because we can.
Yeah, because he's never here. We don't get
Most of that stuff he's never really said
There's
in.
no here, just a there, but whatever.
near or there, here nor there.
Right there.
Any other important sports information we need to throw out there to our listeners?
I want to hear what your who you thought was going to win the Central.
Oh, the Central.
You can give us our finishing order.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, you guys weren't
Already?
afraid about me. Let's go ahead and write this down. Go ahead and write that down so we can have it.
Okay.
Here we go. Here's your prediction.
Who am I forgetting? Oh, Milwaukee.
There we go. Look, right on cue.
There we go.
The password is,
Password is.
will the Cubs finish last?
Nope, the Cubs are going to flip-flop
Is
it.
this how you have? That's your order
That's my order.
from top to bottom.
Top to
Yep.
bottom. You going to read them
Hold
to
on,
us?
let me
Or
read
is
these
Jake,
off.
let
Let me
Jake,
read these
hey,
off
Jake, you
because
read them to us. And
I
then,
feel like I haven't contributed.
hey,
anything
hey,
to this.
go from last to first and,
But
and
wait a
tell us a
minute.
little bit
in
about it.
last place.
This is going to be closer than his Super Bowl prediction.
I don't
guarantee
think
that.
so. In last place, you have the Pittsburgh Pirates, who've made the last two playoffs and improved their team in the past year, other than
boy.
losing their catcher. But they
Keep
also had
that.
a young
What is
catcher.
wrong with you?
Keep
Next, going from bottom to top, they have looks like the
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati Reds.
Yep.
You know, I'm not. You know, Cincinnati might be right around that placement. I'm probably going to put them last if it was me.
Well, I'm not you.
Obviously.
Milwaukee, just 3 off, which could make a wild card actually.
Good.
Above Milwaukee, you have the St. Louis Cardinals.
Okay. Yeah. Being
of
generous
St.
there.
Louis. And
could've
then you
moved
have
them
the
down a
Chicago
spot.
Cubs right at the top.
Right at the top. Hey.
Oh, boy. Now, what month is this? You're talking about April? Is this at the end of April?
You didn't
I
say
think
what month.
I think he has them right. This is what he thinks right now.
Right now. This is how
Except
it's
didn't the
lined
Cubs
up.
already lose in Mason?
Those don't count.
I'm thinking that's an April thing. Probably at the end of April, that's the way the standings are.
Fine. You
Now-
never said when.
Yeah.
You just said what are the standings.
Yeah, you could be right there. Now, Jake, you want to move him into the October standings?
I would probably say.
I bet they change.
I'm going to say Pittsburgh, St. Louis, Milwaukee, Cubs, Cincinnati.
You can say all you want.
Okay. Hey, tell us this. If the Cubs would finish,
Pittsburgh finishing first.
do the Cubs win 100 games?
No, absolutely not.
Do the
Cubs
Cubs
can't
win
win 90.
As I say, do they win 75 games?
Oh, yeah. They'll win 75.
Is that a successful season then with Madden coming
yeah.
in? If they get 75,
75
finish,
wins would
75
be a
to
big
80
year for
wins.
them.
finish third?
Well, no, they're going to
Fourth.
finish first with 75 wins.
Fourth.
What's a successful season?
A successful season?
I mean, what do you consider him? What do you consider a success?
Come on, Rizzo.
If he does, I mean,
75 to 80 wins is be a great year.
third in division. You think
Third in division.
that's a successful year for you guys? I mean, you're on. You're
Absolutely.
building back up.
We were dead last year,
Yeah. Okay.
but played some good baseball towards the end. There's a lot of high expectations already.
Oh, I've heard him say they're going to win the pennant.
But they got too many young kids, unproven. So I don't know.
How will the pork loin be, Wrigley, this year?
It's going to be delicious. Just not out in the bleachers because there's nowhere
Cupine.
to cook it. Nowhere to cook it.
Nothing in the bleachers.
Nothing in the bleachers.
All it is steel.
Rumor
Just
has
lots
it
of steel.
they're trying to get passed through the city that they can work 24 hours around to get that going.
And
That
the
wasn't
city
real.
says no.
Yeah.
They probably did.
It's the you think they're going to be able to get that passed after
I'd just do
messing
it
over
anyway.
the rooftop people?
Why not? Rooftop
Yeah.
people are making money off a product that's not even theirs.
Oh, the Cubs were getting money out of that.
Well, yeah, but so are the rooftop people.
And it made it more of a party atmosphere there.
Hey, you think
Ridley.
Timmy McDougal's out there listening? Timmy, you listening? I don't hear you.
Timmy?
Joel Vincent just donated his bowling pass to Timmy McDougal.
Timmy McDougal, attaboy.
Again,
Tim.
Timmy can pick it up at Jake's Furnishings.
Yes, he can.
Hey, 1100 Woodlawn Road at Jake's.
Jake's. And, you know,
Timmy McDougal. I bet he's crushed after the loss last night.
Timmy, he's a big Railer fan.
Yeah, beyond the baseball for him. He'll be out there watching.
Yeah. Getting in shape for the football season because he's your water boy.
He's got to run that flag.
Yes, he does.
Run that water. And put Timmy on my workout.
Oh, we're on overtime. We are on overtime.
The fans got an extra 3 out of us today.
Yes, they did. They are really smart today.
Pushing a 4.
Yeah. Just one of those days.
And don't forget, send all your donations to send us to the
We need to get
NFL draft. Get those sent in
draft.
as soon as possible.
Wireless headphones.
As soon as
We got the
possible.
wireless.
Yeah. We want some beats, some wireless beats.
Beats.
Dr.
Beats,
Dre.
Beats.
Yeah. Well, guys, next week we're going to be at your favorite place. What is
Mission
it?
Mart. Shop the Mission Mart way.
Maybe talk some Illini
The
basketball.
Illini basketball because the Big
Tournament
Ten
time.
tournament be next week, and Fighting Illini right on that bubble right now.
They need
need
a couple wins.
They
man.
need Purdue. They got
Purdue this
Purdue
week.
today,
Today.
and so that's going to be a big game for them. And then you're going to have to win at least 1 or 2 games in that tournament.
Yep.
Right on the verge there.
Bubble, if you will.
The bubble. They're right on the bubble.
If you will.
If you will. And if we will just quit babbling and get off
Yep.
the air.
Jim's going to take us
everything
on
will
out
be
of here.
Good. So we are
Jim's
at
already
the
pulled some cords.
Mission Mart next week. And
Mission Smart.
Mission Smart. So listening there, we're going to have, we're supposed to have
We'll see.
We'll see.
some
Maybe
visitors. As always, thanks to the Hampton Inn for the coffee, the pastries, and be sure to check out Channel 5 and WLCNonline.com to see all of our past broadcasts if you would like to.
they can actually watch us.
You can
on
actually
TV?
watch us.
That's
and
not good.
Surely,
Swim at your own risk.
surely you have something better to do, but who knows? Maybe.
See that dance party Joe and I was having earlier.
I'm going to check that out as soon as that's up because, wow.
I'm getting a hold of Jim's iPod.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us. Thanks for tuning in to the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM.
Good day.